I'm back, I'm rested, and I'm ready. You ready, Dad, dog?
Always for you, bitch.
Really?
Always
I
for
see
you.
the slick back here.
Oh, I like the hair.
Have you been talking to Pat Riley? Have you been talking to Pat Riley?
We're going to talk a little Pat Riley.
Just one.
Have you heard of him?
I think you've been talking to him. I see the hair slick back and all of that other stuff.
Let's go,
Don't
gentlemen.
Look as smooth as the three-piece here, though. Don't look that smooth. First takes in the house. Let's go.
When the clock's down and you have to make a play, what is going through your mind?
Go get a bucket.
I can't change the culture. I see the hate, so say what you say, cause I gotta watch for the vultures.
I love being in those moments. I love being the one to, take those shots, with all that pressure.
Step back, Morant. Yes, sir! John Morant pours in 47 points to lead the way.
Good day, what's going on, everybody? Welcome into First Take. Thank you for being with us. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. Mad Dog Russo in
Pleasure.
the building. Great
I
to
love
see
that we
you,
didn't
sir.
have you guys with us last week, so I had to scream at him through the headset and through the camera. Today we can look at him and put him in his place.
It's
How's
good.
that?
We're all back
Well,
together.
you weren't in front of my face last week.
Right.
I wasn't here at all with y'all yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you miss me?
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, I just thought that was a question that needed to be asked. The boy is back. Let's go.
Oh, my
Let's
God.
go.
You broke out
Let's
the
go.
three-piece
Let's
for
go.
Mad Dog?
You know what? I did feel I looked dapper. And last week, he has really upgraded his wardrobe with his suits on and stuff like that. But it was still lessons that I thought he needed to learn. So I thought I would take some time.
Yeah, teaching by example. I get it. Okay, compliment
But
10:02:21. Perfect. Sounds about right.
I thought I'd do that.
I'd like to compliment John Morant.
Okay.
Because that man can ball. He scored 47 points to match his postseason high and carry the Memphis Grizzlies into a tie in the Western Conference semifinals with a 106-101 victory over the Golden State Warriors on Tuesday night. It was a chippy game, came down to the wire. 18 of Morant's 47 points came in the fourth, tied for the most points in any playoff quarter in Grizzlies history. No surprise, but Ja tying himself there. Ja just wanted to have some fun, fellas, just like Steph Curry. Listen.
Definitely big time. Definitely up there. I felt like, this was kind of a must-win game for us. And, for me, I was frustrated with myself with, missing that layup in game one. Had some, friendly words with Steph. After game one, he came to me and Jaren and said, it's going to be a battle. We're going to have some fun. I was able to, return that message tonight, saying the same thing. So I always say, this is my favorite matchup, playing against a guy like him, a great talent. And, it's going to be a battle.
Stephen A., the NBA is not devoid of superstars. Yeah. But last night, it had to get you thinking, do you believe that Ja can be the next face of the NBA?
Well, I definitely think he can. Well, first of all, let's understand and let's address the most appalling thing going on. The fact that in Memphis, Elvis is still that dude. I don't understand it. It should be Ja Morant. I mean, easily in Memphis and arguably in the NBA. Just take down the damn posters of Elvis. There are billboards of Elvis in Memphis. Do you understand that? That is utterly ridiculous.
What is your issue with Graceland and blue suede shoes?
I have no problem with Graceland. I have no problem with Graceland. That's different. That's the tour. That's for tourism. People come to Memphis. They go to Graceland. You see where he used to live. You get all that. I understand that part. But there should not be billboards of Elvis in Memphis. Not when that brother, Ja Morant, did. This is a young superstar in this game. Just finished averaging 27 this year, okay? Let's understand something. Just his third season in the NBA. The brother is spectacular, not just good. He's great and spectacular. Let's get that in, because, see, box office matters to me. Like, for example, Tim Duncan, for example, was a superstar player, but he wasn't box office. You see what I'm saying? Just really low-key. Kawhi Leonard, superstar talent in the NBA, not box office. John Morant is the kind of dude that you walk through the turnstiles to see, not just because of his spectacular play, but he embraces the moment, not just in terms of his play, but in terms of his mouth as well. He talks the talk and then goes out there and says, give me the damn ball, I ain't hiding. You remember this, the historian that you are, Mad Dog. When you look at George Karl, for example, former great coach, Seattle, Milwaukee, various other places, and tremendous coach, Denver. Let's not forget that. George Karl talked about how you got a whole bunch of dudes that want to be max guys. They want the money, but they don't want the moment. They don't want the max moment. They don't want that moment that defines what greatness is all about. That ain't Ja Morant. Ja Morant is the kind of dude, he wants that moment. As he said, he wants the smoke. He's walking up the chimney. They want all of it. Even when he missed that game-winning shot in game 1, it's your willingness to take it. The fact that everybody knows, don't even think about shooting the damn ball. We got to get it to this dude because this dude will have a heart attack if you don't give it to him. He wants the moment. And when you look at stars in the NBA, that's what really personifies who they are. LeBron in the latter years, not the earlier years, in the latter years, definitely so. D-Wade, definitely so. Kobe, definitely so. You look, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, people like that. This is what you see. This is why Klay Thompson is going into the Hall of Fame one day, because you saw Game 6 when he hits, 3-pointers and drops 41 points and stuff like that. Moments define stardom. And this is what Ja Morant is not hesitant to give you. He seems to know it. He seems to know what it requires. Okay. And that's part of being a face of a franchise and of a league. Yeah. And I'm telling you, he's got a chance.
But stardom is different than face of the NBA.
Absolutely. And by the way, Hibbing, Minnesota, Freehold, New Jersey, Gainesville, Florida. The homes, Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, Tom Petty. Oh, God. What am I talking about? God. When Elvis went on Ed Sullivan, those three were inspired to be rock and roll Hall of Famers. Don't ever sit there and knock Elvis Presley.
I thought you
I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying he's dead.
He's not dead. Morant's not Elvis. Nobody is. That's the point.
Elvis will never die. Weren't you just in Vegas? Did you see all the impersonators?
Elvis.
So many people were getting married.
The answer to the
Look at he's funny.
All right, sure. I got it. I understand.
That's the first.
The man's got a resume.
I like that. He's 100% right. He's off to a decent start. He's 100% right about Morant wanting the ball in a big spot.
Yeah.
Right. He's got guts. Who doesn't like him? He's phenomenal going to the basket. He has shown a little penchant here in this postseason of making a big shot. He's not a great shooter, and he's not a great free throw shooter. He's only 70% at the line. But he showed a great penchant. He made a big 3 against Minnesota Game 5. He made big 3s last night, big shots. So he's done that. But let's, again, faces of the NBA are not at midnight in round 2 on TNT. Okay?
Drop the mic. Let's just go to break.
Faces of the NBA, if you want to get to that level, are in the finals.
I did not say.
Are in the finals.
I did not say.
Mad Dog. Now, that was a one-liner, my friend.
I did not say he was there. I said he has a chance. Last time I checked, he's still playing. Last time I checked, he just won Game 2 and dropped 47 to do it. Last time I checked, they still have a chance to win this series. I don't believe they will, but last time I checked, he's still in it, and he still has a chance. And he's only in his 3rd year in the league. I'm going to accuse you of something.
What is that?
Ageism. You are disrespectful to youth. Everything's about old school. Everything's about the elder statesmen. Everything about these archaic individuals who've long passed away, but Doggy won't let them go. They want to live forever, okay? This is what you do.
Can I say one thing?
The dude is in his 3rd year in the NBA, and he's phenomenal.
Stephen A., hold on. That cannot come from you. You're the person who always talks about resume and level of competition.
Resume, excuse me. Level of competition, he's going against the same competition.
I'm just saying, those are your 2 arguments. I'm focusing on the former, not the latter.
Number 2, I saw this brother average better than 25 in the playoffs last year. Now he's advanced past the first round in his 3rd season. Let me say this. 22 years old, advanced past the first round, okay, is in the 2nd round after leading Memphis to the number 2 seed, not just in the West, in all of the NBA, okay? And this brother knowing that we got to win this game. We got to get this. Went out there last night and got it. Now, it was helped by Klay Thompson having a bad game. That's certainly because I thought Golden State should have had this game. But nevertheless, I can't take away from the fact that play after play after play, Ja Morant said, move the hell out the way, give me the ball. I'm going to take you there. And he did it. And if he continues to do something like this, that's what I'm saying. He's got a chance, is all I'm trying to say, Doggy. He's got a chance.
All right, he's got a chance to be.
Right,
I'm not sure about the Face of the NBA in Memphis, Tennessee.
Excuse me.
It's a little.
Times
Most of your faces in the NBA,
Oh my
New York,
gosh.
Chicago,
New York.
LA.
Who's the face?
I understand.
Thank you.
Well, Riley,
it doesn't exist in New York. It's
Riley was, but I understand.
Now-
that he
Riley
coached-
was?
Oh, yes,
That's
he was.
1990.
Nick Team. Oh my God, he
I
was
said
the
that's
story of the NBA.
1990s.
That's not that long ago. You were
I'm
around.
just saying. The point
Oh,
is,
my God.
the point is that
Stephen
playing
A.
now.
How about
Stephen
Jordan?
A., are you of all people defending small markets, Mr. New York City, LA, Miami, and where else do you go? San Tropez?
You told us a month
get
ago
out
you
of
didn't want
here.
Memphis in
You
the
are-
final. Now all of a
We
sudden
have-
you're okay.
we
I
have
don't.
tape
I'm talking about
on
John
you.
Morant. I'm not talking about Memphis. Just like I talked about Aaron Rodgers. I ain't talking about Green Bay. I'm talking about individual play. I'm not talking about the city. That's number one. Number two, Miami's not that large of a market.
Okay.
But we appreciate what's in Miami.
You know what I mean.
I'm not against all small
The
markets.
coast,
I
New
mean,
York
there are
and
some
LA.
small markets that I like a great deal, I must say.
But Miami's
Okay,
got
just
West
please
Palm
stay
Beach
focused.
there. It's got
Right.
it's about a region with Miami. It's not just about this. You put Morant, and he's been great. They beat the T-Wolves in the first round and blew that series. That's number one. Number two, they won one game in the playoffs last year.
I'm just saying.
Forget about they won a game against Utah.
It wasn't his fault. That's all
I
I'm
didn't
saying.
say it was, but you gotta have
All
some.
right.
You gotta have
We
some
have
trophies
a
before you
lot of
put
things
these guys
happen in
on
this game that
level.
we need to get to.
Excuse me. Last time I checked, it took Jordan a few years. It took LeBron a few years
Okay.
to win those titles. Okay, but we still recognize their greatness en route to it. We didn't ignore the greatness just because their teams couldn't get it done. We paid attention to that. I'm saying we got to pay attention to John Morant. That's all I'm saying.
And I agree, but Jordan won an NCAA
You're
championship.
backtracking a lot.
Do
He
that.
was playing at Murray State. Now you got to really go
Hold
there
on.
instead of North
Hold on.
Carolina.
Well, you're telling me
Hold on.
everybody knew how great Jordan was. I mean, come on, you're not
Stephen A.,
fair.
your argument started with he's the face of the NBA. Now you're saying we should pay attention to him.
No. My argument
Yeah.
was he has a
Okay.
chance. That was my
Can you
that was
just
my
give
first
me
response.
your initial response to Stephen A. again? You said faces of the league aren't
Has a
made.
chance.
No. What did you say? You said at,
brought up these-
midnight. And
It was a good line.
yeah, can you say that again?
Midnight in round 2 on a weeknight on TNT, that's not makes faces of the NBA. What makes faces of the NBA is in the final, you on pregame, ABC, ESPN.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
That's what makes
champ.
that's what makes immortals.
It
We
does
didn't-
matter.
That's
when you
what
watch
makes
it.
We didn't need the shot at
He's got
TNT,
that.
but there we go. Let's
there's no
keep
shot
going.
whatsoever,
Let's go.
But it does matter when you watching me on the pregame. It does. It is validation. That is true.